Alright, this is the second video that will help you master this objective. Let's go and get started. So we have a whole bunch of different types of decimals, and if you can turn everything into decimals and then compare them like that, it's probably the easiest way. So the first thing that I would do is I'd probably separate them into two groups. I'd separate them into negatives and positives. So let me go ahead and do two groups. I noticed that 45 hundredths is positive. I noticed that negative 23 hundredths obviously is negative. I got negative 0.4. I got positive 0.4 repeton. And I got negative 0.04. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to pay attention to if they want them in decreasing order, if they want them in increasing order. Decreasing means to go down. So I'll start at the top and go down to the bottom. So it's greatest to least. So if I'm thinking about which one is greatest, I know that positives will always be greatest. So now all I have to do is compare the positives first. So I know I have 5 numbers to work with, so I'm going to put 5 blanks. So my first positive is going to be, well, if I look at the tenths, here, let me change colors. If I look at the tenths, I realize that they both have the same tenths. So that means I have to look to the next, which is the hundredths. This guy has 5 in the hundredths. What does this guy have? Well, since it's a repeton, he has another 4. I do know that 45 is bigger than 44, so I would put 45 first, since it is the greatest. Then I can put the 0.4 repeton. Alright, now that we're done with the positives, negatives are different. So you have to think about negatives. The ones that are big are the ones that look really, really small. And that's a trick you have to learn, or that's something you have to get in your head as you experience more with the negatives. So the one that looks the smallest in negative form is actually the largest. So let's pay attention to the tenths place. We got 2 in the tenths place, we got 4 in the tenths place, we got 0. Hey, 0 is pretty small, which means to negatives, that's a pretty big number. So let me go ahead and put that, negative 0.04. I'm done with that guy. Alright, comparing these other two, I know that negative 0.2 is bigger than 0.4. So I'm going to put that guy next. And then, of course, our biggest guy, our least guy, is negative 0.4. Pay attention to these three. That's the problem that we normally have. Alright? Also, pay attention to what least to greatest means. Whoops. What this little thing is. Alright, so decreasing means to go from top down to the bottom. Alright, see you later.